Students will go through today the grammar part, voice. Okay, what is voice? In previous class you might have studied the voice. Voice is the form of the verb. What is voice? Voice is the form of the verb. Everybody knows that the verb is consisting 5 different forms of the verb. Every verb is consisting 5 different forms. Here, when it comes to voice, we depend upon the third form of the verb. Okay, most prominently. Why, you know? Because when it comes to voice categories, the voice can be divided into 2 different kinds. That is depends upon who is doing and how it is get affected. Whoever is performing action is called subject, and the subject is the doer of action. Subject is the doer of action, and subject performs an action that directly goes and affects on the object. So object is the one who receives or which receives the action performed by the subject. Okay, subject is the doer of the action, object is the receiver of the action, and verb is the action. Okay, verb is performing action and it is directly or indirectly causing an effect, especially the great effect on the object. So any sensible sentence is consisting of 3 different parts: subject, verb and object. Okay, leave it apart and let's come to page number 31 and third exercise. And here there is a table. The table is being divided into 2 parts. The first part is in yellow color, that's A section, and the next half of it is divided into B, it's in purple color. Now what you have to do is, you have to find out the structure of the sentences. If you come to know in which structure that the sentence is written, then you will come to know who is performing action, what action is performed and how it is affecting upon the object. These 3 parts you need to focus it. Subject is the doer of the action. Action is the verb that performs the activity, and the object is the receiver of the action performed by the subject. Let us come to the words or the sentences written under part A and the sentences which are listed in part B. First A. Under A, the first sentence. Meghana was swept away. Meghana was swept away. The big wave of the tsunami has taken Meghana away along with it. Meghana was swept. You have to concentrate the part was swept. Please underline over there. Next one. The waves swept Meghana away. The waves swept. Who swept by or how Meghana swept away? Due to the waves. The waves hit Meghana, and along with the big wave, the Meghana was taken away into the sea. And Meghana was swept is in passive voice. The waves swept Meghana is in active voice. How can you decide that which sentence is written in active and how the passive voice is being understood? For that, I just wanted to give you some clues. Okay, and as I said before that active voice can be easily recognized with the help of its subject. Here Meghana is a subject and here the waves are also subject in both the sections, both passive and active. Both in passive voice and active voice we can see the subject and object placement. But what you need to focus at is the third form of the verb. Okay, voice is the form of the verb. Which form of the verb? The third form of the verb. Irrelative or irrespective of the tense used, we have to use the third form of the verb. Once again, I would like to bring it to your notice. Irrespective of the tense. You can use any kind of tense, but when it comes to passive, you have to use the third form of the verb. So you please bear it in your mind, and when you are converting the sentences right from active to passive, you have to follow certain rules of conversion. Okay, how many rules are there? There are 3 to 4 to 5 rules are there, but just I have written 3 rules. But before going to learn the rules, you have to find out how a passive and active voice can be easily identified or recognized. And Meghana was swept. Who had taken Meghana? We have not given any information over there. So it is the passive voice, because here Meghana is got affected by something. By which she was got affected? She was get affected by the big wave of tsunami. Meghana was not just taken away. Who had taken away Meghana? The waves swept Meghana away. So the waves swept Meghana away is in active voice, and Meghana was swept away is in passive voice. Okay? And let us come to the second sentence. Alma's grandmother was hit on the head. Alma's mother, her grandfather was hit on the head. Was hit is in passive voice. Okay, hit, was hit. What is was hit? It is in passive form. Something hit Alma's grandfather. He was not just hit. Something hit him. That's the reason he got a big blow on his forehead. Okay, Alma's grandfather was hit on the head. Something that hit Alma's grandfather on his head. That's the active voice. So all the purple colored under B, the color, the box which is given in purple color, or all the sentences, all of them are in active voice, and the yellow colored box is in passive voice. So was swept, was hit, were washed. 60 visitors were washed away. How were they washed away? They were all washed away by the waves. The waves washed away 60 visitors. How they got washed away? They were all washed away by the big waves of tsunami. No animal carcasses were found. What does it mean by carcasses? As I was teaching you the lesson, I said carcasses are nothing but dead bodies. Okay? No animal carcasses were found. It means humans, only the great number who died in tsunami, but very less number of animals were dead. As we studied, no, some people think that the animals have sixth sense, because supersonic sounds can be heard by animals rather than humans. We human, our human ear cannot hear certain sounds. Okay, those are called supersonic sounds, but the animals can hear. That's the reason whenever the earth was shaking, they got hinted and they were all moved to safety. That's the reason they were not plunged in water and washed away. So now see, no animal carcasses were found. Was hit, was swept, were washed, were found. All of them are passive verbs. Okay, people did not find any animal carcasses. Why they did not find any animal carcasses, you know? Because animals have the sixth sense. Now, compare the sentences in A to ones in B. Who is the doer of the action? As I told you, doer of the action is always the subject. In every case, is the doer mentioned in A or B? Doer is not mentioned in A, but doer is mentioned in B. So wherever the doer is mentioned, all those sentences are noted to be active sentences. Notice the verbs in A. Was swept away, was hit, were washed away, were found. They are all in passive voice. The sentences are in the passive voice. In these sentences, the focus is not on the person who does the action. Actually, passive voice is not bothering much about this subject. Okay, passive voice is consisting and we give much priority to the object rather than subject. Whereas when it comes to active voice, subject is the active doer and subject is the doer of the action. That's the reason we started the sentence with the subject, because the subject performs the action. Hope you understand this, and let us go through one exercise which is given below. Say whether the following sentences are in active or passive voice, because you can easily identify how that active voice can be transformed into passive voice. There are some rules. First rule is find out the tense form of the given sentence. Suppose if any sentence is given to change its voice, first of all, you need to find out the tense form. Tense you have to focus. Because depending upon this tense form, we have to use the relative be forms. As you all know, is, am, are, or the auxiliaries, be auxiliaries. I just wanted to write is, am, are, or be auxiliaries in present tense. Be auxiliaries in past tense were was and were. Suppose the sentence is given in past tense, you have to change it in past tense, the third form of the verb you need to use. If the sentence is given in present tense, you are not supposed to change the tense form, it remains the same, but you need to use the third form of the verb along with it. The main form or the main verb of the sentence must be written or must be used in third form. Understand, children? The first rule is you have to recognize the tense form. Depending upon the tense form, the relative be forms also must be used, and interchange the given sentence. Subject will become the object and the object will become subject, and the verb must be used in third form. Okay, the verb of the main verb must be written in third form. Suppose to one simple sentence I just wanted to show you on the board, then you can do it later. I instructed my kids to watch online classes. I instructed my kids to watch online classes. This is one sentence. Here, who is the doer? Who instructed the instruction? I instructed. Who is I? The subject. Instructed is the main verb, MV. I'll write main verb. To whom she instructed? To whom I instructed? To my kids. For what? To watch online classes. This is object complement. Subject has no complement, but object has complement. Understand? Here object is kids. Okay, main verb is instructed. If I wanted to change from, this is in active voice, I just wanted to change from active to passive, I have to take kids to the subject part. I should bring I to object part. Okay, kids were instructed because kids or plural noun. The main verb is in past tense. So what should I use? What is the relative be form? Were. My kids were instructed by me to watch online classes. This is passive voice. My kids were instructed by me to watch online classes. Here one more thing that you need to remember. When we are changing from active to passive, we use certain prepositions like by, to, and for. This depends upon the structure of the sentence. So you need to do this exercise and show it to me in the next class. Until we meet, bye-bye.